We found out at her 20-week ultrasound when we went in to find out, if she's a boy or a girl, and we were all excited, and then they told us they couldn't get very good pictures. And then a few days later, they called to tell us we needed to come back in to get more pictures of her heart. So we went to a maternal fetal specialist, and they informed us that she had a heart defect that was pretty complex and that she would need surgery right when she's born.
Yeah, that day, it's kind of burned in my memory because it was the worst day of my life. There's so many uncertainties. You don't know, what are we gonna do? We gotta make a plan. I mean, all these things are running through your mind as you're getting this news. So it's hard to even explain having that bomb dropped on you.
Heart defects are very common. 1 in 100 kids have heart defects, but her particular defect is 1 in 10,000. So it is pretty rare. It's called truncus arteriosus.
Basically, instead of having 4 chambers of her heart, they had formed in just 2 large chambers, so they were gonna have to do surgery immediately after she was born. Most parents get to sit and swaddle their kid and have fun with them, but she got to hold her for a couple minutes. I didn't even get to hold her, and they put her in a little buggy thing, and we wheeled her off to the neonatal intensive care unit.
Scott, my husband, went with her across the hall to the other building, and I was by myself because I didn't want her to be by herself, and I wanted him to stay with her, and I couldn't leave, obviously, so I only had about 5 minutes to get to see her before she was gone.
Well, leading up to when Brenna was actually born, we had gone down to meet with all of her team, and there was a person that was kind of in charge of coordinating everything for us, and she introduced us to Ronald McDonald house. So we got to go tour the house, meet everybody there. Of course, all the volunteers and everybody was real friendly. They said, call us when you're getting close to that time, and we'll set you up.
I wasn't sure at all what to expect when we got down there, but when we did, we were just overwhelmed by how great a place that was to be. And at first, I think it's a really tough thing to walk in there and know that you're there because your child's sick, and that's why most of the people are there. And when we walked in, there's just, you'd see patients with little kids, and they were just not doing great, and you could tell that, they were there for treatments or surgeries or whatever, but having everybody in the same house, you could see the friendships that were being made amongst all the kids too, and amongst the parents. Everybody was kind of going through this together. Everybody was there for a reason.
You spend all day at the hospital, and then we go back to the house to try and relax. They always had meals there for us every night, which was awesome because you're exhausted. The last thing you want to do is go figure out what you're going to have for dinner. So they have that, and then, we just be able to relax a little bit. And then there was breakfast food there the next morning, so we could do that. It was perfect.
She is 2 now, so she's running all over the place, wild, just loving and caring, and she's just always wants to laugh and play, and I don't know, she's just so much fun.
She's amazing. She is so spunky. She is just, she's very demanding. She knows what she wants. It's hilarious for a little 2-year-old. I mean, she's adorable. This little firecracker blonde, like her mom.
I did not know that I could love a child this much. I mean, just the love that you have for somebody else is just, I can't even describe it.
I think she's just taught me just toughness. I mean, nothing affects her. She's not scared of anything. Of course, maybe most 2-year-olds aren't, because she wants to just jump off the couch head first, or something like that.
I just cannot believe how quickly she can recover and how brave this little girl was. Like, she has been poked and prodded and 2 open heart surgeries, and she's just acts like nothing's ever going on. Like, she's just bounces right back. So.
Where is she? There she is! Can you dance? Wow, wow! Can you dance again? Look at you go!
I just remember meeting other people that were going through similar situations, and we would talk to them every morning, maybe while we're having breakfast, and see how things are going with them, and we get updates every day, and it was just kind of helpful to be able to talk to each other, because they were going through the same thing.
And I think too, even though some of those kids were going through treatment and they were living at the house for extended months, they brought in activities for them to do, and different people were there to volunteer all the time, and they were happy. Even though they're going through this big ordeal, they had smiles on their face because of the volunteers that come to help with the children.
Oh yeah, Ronald's there. There's volunteers making meals. Everybody's having fun. They're doing art projects. There's a big playroom for them and everything. Like she said, the kids are they're having a blast, and they don't think twice about what they're doing. They're all little warriors. Definitely, I would recommend any family going through something with their child to take a look at Ronald McDonald House. It was a home away from home for us, a place where we could go back every day and relax and share a meal with other families that were having similar situations with their children. And it took a lot of the worrying away.
Our mission is to provide temporary housing and other amenities and support for families who come to stay with us. But what does that mean? We have a nice, comfortable living room and televisions and their own private bedroom and bathroom, a free laundry room downstairs, and a kitchen where they can come and fix a meal anytime they want to. There's volunteers that are here if they're just too tired or they just can't decide what to eat. They'll help them. The house manager is here 24 hours a day for that support. All we want to do is be able to wrap our arms around these families when they come and give them everything that we can think of that would give them the ultimate hospitality. They have enough to worry about. So what we're doing is helping them move through that, and we're taking care of the families so they can take care of their child.